नमस्कार दोस्तों। आई थिंक आप सब सेफ हैं एंड टुडे वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट विद अस, CA Piyush Bansal ji. So he is my big brother and also chairman of Jalandhar branch of NIRC of ICI. uh, कई बार जलंधर ब्रांच जाना हुआ, सेमिनार से रिलेटेड, GST से रिलेटेड और कई वेबिनार भी करे। तो आज पीयूष जी हमारे साथ एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक लेंगे, दैट हाउ कम्युनिकेशन लीड्स टू, हाउ कम्युनिकेशन प्लेज अ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट रोल इन one's life, whether it be a professional or a student. So basically today's topic is communication to win. To give a brief about Piyush ji, uh, he has conducted more than 100 sessions related to GST at various platforms. He has been an effective public speaker and has delivered various training related to soft skill at various institutes for various LICs, agents, stockbrokers, and many more. So I'll not take much of the time, and over to you, Piyush ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Today we will discuss about communication to win. Communication is a very important tool. We use communication for our day-to-day life, but still we don't know how to communicate. Let's discover the power of communication. How to communicate, what to communicate, when to communicate, all these things. In this workshop, we will discuss about all these aspects. Let's be very clear about the objectives of this workshop on communication skills. We will learn what is good and what is bad communication, some basic skills to become a good communicator, and also to recognize and overcome the barriers for effective communication, as well as advantages of listening. You will ask me, we are talking about communication, I will be speaking and other will be listening. So why advantages of listening? As I told you, I will be speaking and other would be listening. If the other person is not listening properly, then your communication is not proper. And communication is never a one-way traffic. It is always a two-way traffic. So when the other person will speak, you will listen. And you will understand the concept only if you are listening it properly. So there are advantages of listening we will understand after this workshop. To speak confidently. कितना कॉन्फिडेंटली हम बोल सकते हैं और दूसरे को अपनी बात समझा सकते हैं, and as well as to communicate effectively. All these aspects we will be covering in today's workshop on communication to win. Research shows communication is 7% words. You will say that we are using words throughout our communication. How is it only 7%? Let me be very clear. These are 7% words. 38% is how you present your words, how you show it, how you use it, and the balance is 55% is your body language. Body language is the best tool for best communication. For a very effective communication, effective body language is very important. Person will understand your concepts or your thoughts through your body language. Supposingly there is a situation, a person is standing at podium and speaking something, and in front of him, say some 500 or 1000 odd people are sitting, then how body language will affect? You will say, I am not even able to see him, I am sitting at the 1000th place, and I am not able to see him. How the body language will affect? His gestures, his postures, his hand movement, his expressions, all are important. You can see his hand moving. You can see what he is saying. He is pressurizing something. He is making his hand like this. Then he is speaking something very loudly. All these things are part of body language. So body language explains what he want to communicate. If he want to communicate in an aggressive manner, he will speak loudly. He will say something very forcefully. and his expressions would be like that only. Then you will be able to understand that it's what he is saying. My words are same. You try to understand it like this: roko mat jane do. If I am saying roko mat jane do, that means I am telling you don't stop him. Now these are the expressions, my vocal expressions, which show the total communication. I am saying don't stop him, let him go. And the other way I am saying roko mat jane do. Again the words are same, the meaning is totally different. So how I use, words are same, how I use my vocal cord, how I use my expressions, how I use my languages, body language, that is effective. And at the same time, punctuation is. So the main part is body language. 55% is body language, 7% words, and 38% style. Why we want to communicate? We communicate to express our emotions, what we want to say, to achieve joint understanding, to let the other person understand what I am saying, and what he is understanding, I must also get that. To get things done. मैं अपने स्टाफ को बोल रहा हूं कि ये काम कर दो. I'm communicating with them. I want them to do something and pass on and obtain information. I am to impart information, and as well I have to gain information. I have to get information. Reach decisions. How to reach decisions? Only through communication. I'm expressing something, the other person or the team is expressing their views, and then we are reaching to a consensus. That's the decision. And develop relationship. I'm calling my friend just to say hi. That is developing relationships. We are using that communication very regularly to develop relationship. Even on our WhatsApp, many of our friends are sending daily good morning messages. They are communicating only to develop relationships. Some truth about communication. Let's be very clear about this. ये सच्चाई है जो हम जानते हैं लेकिन जिसको हम फॉलो नहीं करते, जो हम जानते हैं लेकिन मानते नहीं हैं, जो हम मानना नहीं चाहते. Good communication cannot exist without honest listening. We always feel speaking is a communication. Speaking is effective communication. It is not only speaking, it is listening also. You must listen. Good communication cannot exist without honest listening. We don't try hard to get our message across. What we used to do, we use simple line, we speak it, or we send a message, or we write a letter. We don't try to make it effective. We make it very simple. Simple is good. Simple is very good, but it should be very clear. You should work hard on it. You should be very clear what you want to convey, what you want the other person to understand. Then try hard to get your message across. We don't take advantage of various media available to us. We only follow a simple telephone call kar lo, message bhej do. We are not taking advantage of all the medias available to us. We are not using them properly. And we all could improve our communication skills. This is a very clear truth. We can and we will. We can and we will improve our communication skills. And the foremost, it cannot be perfected. If anybody says, including me, that I am a best communicator, I am a very effective communicator, I am a perfect person, then that person is lying. Nothing else. A sheer lying. It cannot be perfected. We have to practice it. We have to work on it. We have to continuously practice it. Only then we can achieve it. We can only then improve our communication skills, but perfection cannot be attained. Ways and effects of communication. Various ways we are talking: formal and informal. The formal communication is less flexible, more accurate, but less responsive. Like our office mail. It is a fixed system. We will follow this system. We will follow a mail. We will send a mail, specific wording. No way things can be possible in this formal communication. But normally we don't get response to our mails. Other person, normally we are sending a mail. For example, we are sending a mail. The other person have received it. He has read it. He will not communicate us about what he has got out of this formal mail. Whatever he has interpreted, we will take it. He has got our point and he will interpret it his own way. But on the other hand, informal communication is more flexible, but not completely accurate. It may be gossips, it may be grapevine, rumors, more flexible, less accurate, but responsive. व्हाट्सएप मैसेज पे सबसे जल्दी जल्दी रिस्पॉन्स आने शुरू हो जाते हैं. अगर हम कोई भी मैसेज फ्लोट करते हैं किसी के भी रिलेटेड तो एकदम से रिस्पॉन्स आने शुरू हो जाते हैं. So that is an informal way of communication. Formal is less flexible, more accurate but less responsive. Informal is more flexible, less accurate but responsive. Again, communication is art of getting your message across effectively through. Getting your message across effectively through. Effectively through means whatever you want to communicate, whatever you want to convey, the other person should also receive the same thing. If I am saying roko mat jane do, the other person must understand what I want to say. I want to say rokne ke liye or I want to let him go. The message should be very clear. This is the art of getting your message across effectively through spoken words, through spoken words. First and simplest way is using your words. Body language, as we have discussed that 55% is body language in communication. Body language can make or mar. ये बना भी सकती है और बर्बाद भी कर सकती है. For example, I am communicating with a team about achieving certain goals. Like September, usually we have our audit season in September, and we are communicating with our staff that we have to finish this much work by this date. We are conveying them. Now I am saying that I want 4 balance sheets to be completed by tomorrow. But my body language is saying 4 balance sheet कल complete कर देना भाई, कोई effect नहीं आने वाला. Nobody is going to do it. I have to tell them effectively. We want these 4 balance sheets to be complete by tomorrow. That way, that body language will be, that can make or mar. Written words. Written words reflects importance. Everything we are writing gains importance. It reflects the exact meaning. But your wording should be again clear. The other person should understand what you want to say, what you have written. And visuals. Visuals leave greatest impact. If we are seeing some movie, if we are seeing some advertisement, it has a very good effect. Advertisement is a common way to communicate. It's a common saying, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. When we are selling something through advertisement, then it creates more impact. That's why we can see a small slot of advertisement, say 4 seconds or 5 seconds, have a long lasting effect. Even today, if I will say, आओ चले हम लेकर अपनी टोबू साइकिलें, you will immediately recall that advertisement. The visual have greatest impact. Types and methods: written, letters, memos, reports, spoken, conversation, interviews, phone calls, requests, gestures, facial expressions, actions, voice tone, silence, stance. How I am stance means how I am standing. Visuals, photographs, paintings, videos, films, and multimedia, television, newspaper, magazines, internet, and this Zoom meeting we are having, on YouTube we are having, everything is in multimedia. These are the types and methods of communication. We use all of these regularly and alternatively and side by side and collectively also. The flow of communication is very simple. There is a sender of a message, then there is a receiver of a message. The message is going from sender to receiver, and the feedback is very important. The best part or the main part of effective communication is feedback, so that I may understand what I have sent, what message I have sent, the other person have received exactly the same thing. So the feedback is important for that. The total flow is the sender has formulated a message. He has used some channel which we have discussed, written channel, verbal channel, multimedia, visual mode, and then the same is delivered to receiver. The receiver perceives that message. Now, this is important because if I'm saying something and other have a preconceived notions about it, then the message he would be receiving would be distorted. So what he is perceiving and then what he is understanding and then what response I am getting. This is the total flow of communication. Through this total flow, the message is delivered and the action is taken. Effective communication is scarcer than quality water. भाई साहब पानी पीने के लिए मिल रहा है लेकिन बहुत कम है. जल्दी ही हम कह रहे हैं कि जो नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर होगी that would be for water. But effective communication is more scarcer than quality water. Is measured by results or actions. What result I have achieved out of my communication, that decides the level of effectiveness of my communication. Does not need to be very complex. Let it be very simple. Have you heard? We all might be knowing the word kiss. Kiss kare. Kiss. Keep it short and simple. That is the key to effective communication. So, for effective communication, learn how to do kiss. Is aimed at informing others. The aim is to inform the other what I want to say. Is complete and clear. It should be complete and it should be clear. There should be no heavy things. There should be not complexity. There should not be incomplete words. If I am writing something, I will go to Jalandhar. Complete sentence. I will go to Jalandhar. When? Tomorrow. Will be going Jalandhar. Now this is not a complete and clear sentence. My sentence should be very clear. I will go to Jalandhar tomorrow at what time? So that the other person must be knowing that what time I will be at Jalandhar or what time he would be able to meet me if he is meeting me at Jalandhar. Barriers to effective communication. There are a few barriers to effective communication which should be overcome so that we may communicate effectively. Number one is personal barrier. The personal barrier is I am having some problems, I am rude, I am shy, I am outspoken, I am very polite. Then my style and my character is the personal barrier. Preparation and presentation. I have not prepared properly or my presentation is not effective. I cannot present the things properly. That is my personal barrier. I have to overcome these barriers to make my communication more effective. Lack of clarity, pronunciation, pitch. all the vocal parts, how to pronounce the things, how to use the words, how to make your voice modulate, how to control your voice pitch. Those are your personal barriers which are need to be learned. We will talk in detail. Lack of credibility. If a person is lacking credibility, then his communication will not be very effective. Person is saying some statement, he is giving some statement. People will not accept that because of lack of credibility. So the person should be very clear about his credibility and the timing. Importance of timing is very much. I want to talk about Corona. After 2 years or 4 years back, not possible. आज से कुछ महीने पहले तक तो कोरोना के बारे में किसी ने सुना भी नहीं था. मैं वेबिनार प्लान करते हैं हम. Everybody, we are professionals. We will understand. The webinars are planned as per the timing. In the month of January, you cannot have a seminar or a webinar on tax audit. You will have a seminar or webinar on bank audit in February or March. So the timing should be proper. If I'm not using my timing, and at the same time, timing means what time I am using. I have to speak in 2 minutes. That means I should be able to communicate my things within 2 minutes only. I will share with you one personal example of this thing, my personal experience. I was appearing in IT80. In some case, when my case was called for and I was there to present my case, the judicial member immediately said, Mr. Mansal, this is a covered case and the case is being decided against you because we have already decided similar matter. So nothing in your case, you won't be able to say anything. Okay, matter is over. I simply requested, sir, will you please allow me 2 minutes to speak? He laughed. He got my point. He said, okay, diye 2 minutes. These were the words. And now I was very much clear that I have to complete my total argument within 2 minutes. And the result was case was decided in my favor. That 2 minutes timing, how you time your communication, how you time your presentation, that is important. Apart from personal barriers, proper pronunciation is very much important. If I am saying buffalo or buffalo, carrier or career, colonel, colonel, buffet, 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 bouquet, bucket, prakash or prakash, pradeep or pradeep. All these words, my pronunciation should be very clear so that the other person must understand what I want to say. Now, if I am using the word carrier and I am using the word career, both have different meaning. So my pronunciation should be very clear. What I want to say should be conveyed properly. After personal barriers, now the organizational barriers. I'm in some organization and I'm using it. I'm communicating with the people. Let's see what happens. Organizational barriers. Culture. What is the culture? Culture of that organization. Environment. Environment of that organization. Size and structure of organization. Say it's a big company, that will affect my communication, that will have impact on me. Everything will be taken care of with these things in the organization. And then pace of activities. At what pace the activities are moving or are being done. These all are organizational barriers. Culture of organization, environment of organization, size and structure of organization, pace of activity. All the things are very important. These all affect my communication? I am new to an organization. I am not aware about their culture. They have a culture that any letter to MD will be through some medium level management, and I am sending direct letter to MD. That will have a bad impact. Then environment is like this, that in that environment, verbal communication, instead of verbal communication, they prefer written communication. I must be aware about those things. These all are organizational barriers. The size and structure of the organization affects me. It will affect my communication. It will affect my presentation. I maybe, it's possible that मेरे को total structure या size, I am saying there are thousands of people working in that organization. I may be bit feeling inferior, or maybe bit thinking about it, how to communicate. So such things, and also pace of activities, such things affect my communication. These are the barrier to communication. Then after organizational barriers, process barriers, channel or medium which I have to follow. Irrelevant information I'm loading. I'm giving irrelevant information that won't be of any use. Lack of response or feedback. No feedback or no response from the other side. Inappropriate questions. The questions are not relevant what I am asking. So all these are barriers to effective communication. Three barriers. One is personal barriers, on which I have to work on me, my qualities. Then organizational barriers. I have to understand the organization completely. And then the process barriers. How, or the medium or the information I would be communicating. So the three barriers I have to overcome. Overcoming the barriers. How to overcome these barriers? Say to yourself, I will get response. All of us have seen Three Idiot. There was a very common wording: all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well. Same is here. When you are telling yourself कि सब कुछ ठीक है, all is well, that gives you confidence. And similarly, when you say to yourself, I will get response. What I want to say, I will get some response out of it. Then that way you make yourself confidence, and then you can effectively communicate. Come up with a topic for discussion every day. This is for your practice. You can come with the topic for discussion every day. We have a very good friend here in Fagwada. He's also a chartered accountant. He can talk on any topic. You just name the topic. He has his own views. Even sometimes we used to have meeting of our, I'm from Fagwada, so we have meeting of our Fagwada Chartered Accountant Association. People used to say कि भाई साहब ये साहब को बोलने लगा दो, पूरी मीटिंग कंप्लीट कर देंगे. That is the level of expertise he have, and he knows how to present his views. He can communicate very well. So try to come up with a topic for discussion every day, so that you may make your communication more effective with practice. Start improving upon pronunciation. ये खुद के पर्सनल बैरियर्स हमें ओवरकम करने ही पड़ेंगे. Develop habit of reading. Start with English newspaper comics. आपकी vocabulary, you have to improve your vocabulary. The words, the jargons, they should be very clear. You should have a habit of reading, so that you can improve your wording, your vocabulary, and at the same time your thought process. Understand first, then communicate. First, you understand what you want to convey, and then communicate. Don't be afraid of asking questions. I've said something, what he has got it out of it, whether he has understood or not. Don't be afraid of asking questions. Ask him. Ask him. Clearly ask him. Now the main part, which we discussed in the starting, body language. how body language will affect our communication. Facial expressions. Smiling face gives a very good expression. It creates an impact. But then your facial expression depend upon the scenario, the environment, the surrounding. If I am on some sad meeting or on some afsos karne gaya hu, or and I am having a smiling face, that will have a negative impact. So your facial expression should be as per the situation. Normally in our official ways, if we are having bit smiling face, then it is always good. Gestures, your hand movement, your body length, to your total posture, how you are standing, how you are sitting. Sitting on a chair effectively, straight, is a clear-cut sign that you are confident. Sitting in a layer posture, that will have loose impact. And then your hand movement, how you are using your hand, how you are using your face. You know, sometimes we communicate only through our face. Just look at me. I'm just nodding my face little bit. That means I'm telling him, if we are in a group of people, and I'm just telling him, no, 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 ये नहीं करना, no. लेकिन मैं publicly नहीं कह सकता. So I'm just using my gesture. I'm just nodding my face. And sometimes we use eyes also. गुस्सा, पूरा. Facial expressions and gestures, total, both of them combined, they may create effect. Then your posture, how you are standing, how you are using your, if you are on a public platform, how you are using your mic, how you are using your podium. All these are body languages. These body languages are very effectively used by various speakers while communicating their points. If we talk about our Prime Minister, Worthy Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is using all these things, body language, for effective communication. You can see any of his speech, he will have full hand movement, he will have his expressions on the face, he will be using voice modulation, he will be using punctuation, he will be using pause, all the things he is using to communicate his thoughts effectively. Speaking skills are very important for your effective communication. A wise man reflects before he speaks. A fool speaks and then reflects on what he has uttered. A wise man बोलने से पहले reflection आ जाते हैं कि वो क्या बोलना चाहता है. People will got an aura, people will got an understanding what he is about to speak. Whereas when a fool speaks, he will speak first and then he will show reflections. What I want to show you. This is a French proverb. While speaking, take initiative. You have to take initiative. You should be very polite. Argument भी आपको politely ही देने हैं. If you are fighting with somebody, then it is a separate matter. But if you are on some point, like in our professional cases, around the table, bar and bench, सामने ऑफिसर है और मैं इधर अपने कोई आर्ग्यूमेंट दे रहा हूं, then I have to be very polite and then I can communicate with him. Be pleasant, smile. Jokes प्रोफेशनल केस में नहीं भी हो सकते, सिचुएशन के हिसाब से we will decide. Be clear and concise. Your tone, your accent, your emphasis, your pronunciation, what words you are going to emphasize, that should be very clear while speaking. We cannot use these things in writing, but these things are important for speaking. Communication can be through speaking, through writing. We have discussed the various ways. So the one way is speaking. It should be very clear and concise and cite negative opinion honestly, but in a positive manner. If you are going to say something negative, you are disagreeing to something, a person have raised a point and you are not agreeing to that, you will not simply say, I don't agree. You can say, this point may be different. If we do it like this, or if we do it this way, it would be more effective. So you have given an opinion which is not agreeing to him, but in a positive manner. Seek feedback. Make sure you ask the other person what he got, what he have understood out of it. So while speaking, take initiative. While speaking, be polite, be pleasant, be clear and concise. Cite negative opinion honestly, but in a positive manner. Seek feedback. While speaking over phone, बहुत बार हमारी कम्युनिकेशन फोन पे होती है, क्लाइंट का फोन आता है और 15-20 मिनट हमारे फोन पे निकलते हैं, या वी आर आस्किंग फॉर समथिंग टू क्लाइंट ओवर फोन. तो वो टोटल प्रोसेस, हाउ इफेक्टिवली we can use our phone communication. Write down in advance what you want to say and in what order. दिमाग में बिठाने की बजाय just jot down your points. You should have jotted down, you should have written points that I will ask this point, and in what order, what you are going to ask in what order. पहले क्या पूछना है, बाद में क्या पूछना है. Smile, that is always important. Even if you are on phone, smile on your face gives a positive tone. When you are having smile on your face and you are speaking on phone, it will give a positive waves over phone also. Speak slowly. बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट बोलेंगे समझ नहीं आएगा. मेरे को जलंधर जाना था, तेरे को समझ लगी? किसी को कुछ नहीं समझ आया. मैंने ये कहा मेरे को जलंधर जाना था, तुझे समझ आ गई? Speak slowly. क्या बोलना चाहते हैं, that should be very clear and in a slow and proper manner. Always be polite and friendly, no doubt about it. For long messages, follow a script. अगर बहुत लंबी डिटेल आपको फोन पे डिस्कस करनी है, you can send him a mail, you can send him a message. Along with that, you can talk to him and then get confirmation. भाई साहब जलंधर जाने की बात की थी शाम को 6 बजे, आप 6 बजे मिलेंगे ना मुझे वहां पे? That means you are getting confirmation that I would be there at 6. Would you be available at 6? तो time भी confirm हो गया. You are getting confirmation about time also. You are getting confirmation about place also. Your message is clear. Monitor your time. फोन पे बात करनी है. Be precise. Phone is not for a long term calling कि मुझे 1 घंटा फोन पे ही लगाना है. Please monitor your time. What time you want to use? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, half minute. Please monitor that and use phone mode of communication very properly and effectively for that purpose. Then our writing skills. How we can write a letter effectively. If I'm a seller, I'm sending some communication, written mail or a written letter to somebody. Most of the people will not read that. They will just read the heading and they won't go further unless and until heading is very effective. So in writing skills, the first part is your heading. If it is a formal meeting, formal letter, then your subject. Very, very effective. If it is clear, the other person will get the idea from the subject itself. Professional letter subject, sale letter your heading, he will get idea from that. If this heading or subject clicks, only then the rest of the part will be read. Otherwise, it will not be. There should be clarity in writing. What is this figure, sir? Now we can say something with the commas. We can say it is 10 crore. But if we are writing straight with 10 crore, that would be better. Instead of that 1000000, other person will be reading 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, this is 10 crore, 9 zeros. Let be very clear in writing rupees 10 crore straight. The last part in words is very clear. Plan what do you want to say in your letter or report. What you want to say. You want to give a qualified report, you want to give a positive report, you want to say something good in letter, you want to complain something, or you want to give some idea that internal control is weak or internal control is good, you want to appreciate or not. Plan that in advance so that you can use your wording accordingly. Reread the letter when you have finished. Don't don't completely rely on spell check of your Microsoft Word. Reread the letter when you have finished, because from and form both are the words which will be, there won't be any correction for these two words by spell check, because form is also a word, from is also a word, and what you want to use, you know whether you were using from or form. Check spelling and punctuation, then send. कहाँ पे कॉमा चाहिए, कहाँ पे सेमी कॉलन चाहिए, क्या स्पेलिंग है, वो जरूर चेक कीजिए बिफोर सेंडिंग. यूज सिंपल लैंग्वेज, अवॉइड एम्बिगुअस वर्ड्स. बड़े बड़े शब्द नहीं. इट शुड बी गुड vocabulary, but not like that which other person cannot understand. I was having a session on Speechcraft. I was a trainer on Speechcraft where we used to, this is a 3-day workshop on effectively speaking, including how to frame a speech. I was a trainer there, and there was a participant. She was PhD in English. She is doctor in English literature. And the wording she was using, we were not able to understand. In this workshop, we used to make participants come to the stage or to the desk and present their views on specific topics. We give them topic and then tell them to present it. The wording, the vocabulary she was using, we were 30 people. None of the 29 apart from her 30th were able to understand. Then we told her, ma'am, you are doctor, we are not. You are doctor in English, we are not. Use simple language so that we can understand what you want to say. So your writing should use simple language, and it should be in your speaking also. While writing kiss, I have already mentioned, keep it small and simple. Edit the letter by cutting ruthless things. Be kind to others' eyes, font size. The other person should not use microscope to read what you have written. Proper font size should be there and clarity should be there. Be creative. You can make effective use of your presentation tools. You can use tables, you can use graphs, you can use some picture there. Use the language you are better at. हिंदी में लिखना है भैया हिंदी में लिखो, इंग्लिश में लिखना इंग्लिश में लिखो, मैं पंजाब से हूँ पंजाबी में लिखना पंजाबी में लिखो, लेकिन use the language which the other person can understand and you are better at. If say I am sending a letter to some person at Chennai and I am using Punjabi, won't be of any use. The other person should be able to understand your language and you should be better at that language. Use only that language. Keep in mind while writing, visualize the reader when you are writing. Think from the point of view of the reader, what he is getting out of it. What you have written, क्या इसके दो meaning निकल रहे हैं? What I want to convey, will he get that meaning only? And this is very important while we are sending our replies to various questionnaire received during the assessments. Nowadays, we are having only e-assessment. So, while writing, visualize what the officer will read. What I want to convey, whether he will read that thing or he will interpret it in some other way. So, visualize the reader when you are writing. Don't write unbroken paragraphs. Continued writing is not effective. Use paragraphs. Use paragraphs, make it separate. One point in one paragraph, and if there are more points, you can use bullet points. You can make point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, and then explain it point by point. Use numbered paragraphs to make cross-referencing years. Now in a questionnaire, we have received question 1. Best way is we repeat the question in one table, and on the second column we repeat the question in one column, and in second column we use the second column we use for answering that question. Use the same number as we have received in the questionnaire. And even if it is not a questionnaire, any other thing you are writing, use numbered paragraph to make cross-referencing easier, so that you can tell him, you can read the orders, all the orders of High Court or even Supreme Court or even ITAT, they are numbered. Para number 5, para number 8. In our paper books, we use numbered paragraph for that purpose. The judge, the members ask us, read point number this, read para number this. So it should be numbered. Punctuation plays the role of body language in writing. Now in writing, he cannot see you. Again coming to the same thing, roko, mat jane do. Now punctuation will be after roko. Or roko mat jane do, the punctuation will be after roko mat. Punctuation is very important in writing. It plays the role of body language in writing. Use heading and subheadings that we have already discussed. Use rule sheet instead of plain ones. If it is a printed, then okay with the plain sheets, because in official system we use the plain sheets. But if you are using your handwritten paper, you are writing something by hand, then use rule sheet. Don't print without thoroughly checking your sources. Don't just okay, ये point ये मैं यहाँ से उठा लेता हूँ, डाल दूंगा मैं अपने reply में. No. Don't copy paste, don't print without thoroughly checking your sources, whether it is relevant, whether it is to the point, whether it is for that purpose, or whether it is suitable to you or not. You have to check it. These are our writing skills. We have discussed speaking skills for communication. We have discussed writing skills for communication. And now we will be discussing listening skills. Listening is the best part of effective communication. Listening 45%, speaking 30%, reading 16%, and writing is 9%. This is in order in which we learn. We listen, we remember. We speak, we remember. We read, we remember. Writing, we remember. But this is how we are taught. लिखो, पढ़ो, बोलो और सुनोगे तो लास्ट में. Actually, while listening, we understand more. Listening is the best way of communication. Objective of listening: to receive information, to understand effectively, to enhance clarity, to emphasize, and so while listening, avoid distractions. Listen carefully. Do not interrupt unnecessarily. अरे भाई मुझे तो कुछ बोलना है, ये बोल रहा है, अब मुझे भी कुछ ना कुछ बोलना है. I have to show that I am interested in it. No. If there is something relevant, then ask. Otherwise, don't interrupt unnecessarily. Be active. Paraphrase what you have heard and throw an echo. Yes, got it. The listener keeps looking at the speaker. Keep looking at the speaker. If you are speaking and somebody from audience is listening to you and looking at you, you will get an impact that yes, he is listening to me. So you will make the things more clear. Same way, if you are listening, then the speaker will try to explain more better way. The listener's body is in open position. He should be open to receive the things what the speaker is saying. The listener is smiling with the pleasant and encouraging expressions. Listener looked relaxed but alert, neither tense. He should be alert but relaxed. He is getting the things. He is getting benefit out of it, and not slouching, neither tense nor slouching. Listener utters humming sound. Yes. Then your presentation skills. Listening skills is important while listening so that you may understand the concept properly. Now the presentation skill, how you present your thoughts or your ideas. While presenting, research, find out facts and figures. हेवे प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं, अच्छा ये सुना था कभी, चल बोल देते हैं, किसी को क्या फर्क पड़ता है. It's not like that. Your research should be complete. Prepare it. When you are presenting, your presentation will have three parts. One, introduction. Second, the main part, and then the conclusion. The second part is discussion. It is just like a burger. It is called a burger formula. Two breads and in between stuffings. The top bread is your introduction. The last bread is your conclusion. And the mid part is your stuffing. So, while preparing for some presentation, your introduction should be only 5%. Your conclusion should be 5%. 90% should be the discussion part. The total thing. Rehearse your presentation. Practice makes man perfect. Be confident. रिहर्सल के लिए अगर आप शीशे के सामने खड़े होकर रिहर्स करते हैं, then the other person will tell you very clearly कि आपकी तैयारी है या नहीं है. Be confident. You will be confident when you have rehearsed properly and try to practice it so that you may be confident at that time. Present. Use your presentation. Now you have researched, you have prepared, you have rehearsed, you are ready with the confidence, then present it. And use proper media of presentation. You want to use whiteboard, you want to use chart paper, you want to use some presenter, you want to use papers, you want to give them something on papers, you want to use written letter, whatever it is, use proper media. 5 styles of communicating to manage conflicts. But once again, we will recap. First was your writing skill, then your then your listening skills, then your presentation skills. Speaking skills was the number 1, and then 5 styles of communicating to manage conflicts. When we are of the style, go for it style. Go for it style is you have to go for it. That means a dictator type of you. When I'm communicating, I'm telling my audience that you have to do it. That is go for it style. In that style, you feel confident but uncooperative. People will feel you are not cooperating with them. You are dictating them. You win, but the other person loses. This is not a good style. Run away. If there is some problem and I am shirking from it, I am not discussing on it, I am not giving any solution to it, then you don't feel confident or cooperative. People will think he's not good for any, he's good for nothing. You lose. So the runaway style of communication is also not good. Yes, boss style. Whatever you have said, I am agreeing to that. This style, you feel cooperative but unconfident. You are cooperative, you are agreeing to them, but not confident. You don't have confidence to present your views. You let the other person win. Let's trade. Now it is business. Now it's business. I'm just saying, let's do. Let's finalize the things. What you say and what I say. जिसको कहते हैं कि सही सही लगा ले. You feel partly cooperative and confident. You both win a bit and lose a bit. But then there is the best style. Let's both win. Mutual cooperation and confidence is important. For this style, people should have confidence in each other and they should be ready to cooperate with each other. And then you help one another to win. With this, let's both win. You can present your thoughts effectively. You can communicate effectively and you can get what other have received it. You will receive a feedback also. I hear, I forget. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. Whatever I have spoken to you regarding communication skills, you have heard, but you will forget. You will see this presentation again, you will come to remember it. You will remember that, yes, this was the way. But if you practice it, if you will practice communication, whatever we have discussed, you will understand and then you will make it more effectively. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Piyush for this wonderful deliberation on communication. I like to add one thing. Sir, communication is very important. अगर एक person की communication skills अच्छी नहीं है, even if he knows the answer, he has that knowledge, he is equivalent कि जिस person को उसका answer नहीं आता. So communication is that art that every professional, every person should try to improve upon. So thank you for your precious time, sir. We know that you are the chairman of the Jalandhar branch. आपने हमारे channel के लिए time निकाला. So
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving me the opportunity to present my thoughts through your channel.
Thank you so much. Now to all the viewers, I request you to please subscribe our channel for getting regular updates on various professional matters. We will come up with more such videos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Piyush.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.